BAFFLEGAB Theatre presents President Donald Trump performing an excerpt from the Richard Nixon Tapes. Today's excerpt, All in the Family. I told Bob the other day I was trying to tune in, trying to watch the baseball game. And then the game went off and CBS came on with a movie. They had two magnificent, handsome guys, and a really stupid old fellow that was glorifying homosexuality.
What was that? Panel show?
No, it was a movie. It was a long show. It was a movie.
That's a regular show. It's on every week. It's set in the guy's home. Usually that guy, he was a hard hat.
That's right, yes, he was a hard hat.
And, he looks like a slob.
Looks like Jackie Levin.
He has a hippie son-in-law. And usually the general trend of it is to downgrade him. You know what I'm talking about?
Downgrade him and upgrade the hippie son-in-law. That's what they're doing in the show. They're upgrading the hippie son-in-law.
It makes the square have to look bad. What's
Archie is the guy's name.
Yeah. That's real family entertainment, though, isn't it?
The point I'm trying to make is I do not think that you should glorify, on public television, homosexuality. You ever see, this is exactly what happened to the Greeks, folks. The Greeks, homosexuality destroyed them. Aristotle was a homo. We all know that. So was Socrates. Socrates was gay.
He never had the influence television does.
The last 6 Roman emperors were fags. You see, homosexuality, immorality in general, these are what's breaking down strong societies. They are the enemy, folks. They're the enemies of strong societies. That's why the communists and the left-wingers are pushing it so hard. They're trying to destroy us. Comey was a fag. You know what, me, I have no problem. I have no problem with the gays.
No.
But Putin said, Comey's gay, he's got to go.
And, that's how it is. But wait, we're not recording, right?
No, I'm working on a tweet right now saying cancel All in the Family.
Well, why is that running then?
I'll stop the tape.
Oh, goddamn.
Funding for BAFFLEGAB is provided by Bank of America. As long as there is an America, we'll be a bank. So just like you, we too are scared that we might not be here a year from today. Anyway, check out bank-of-america.com. We had a link to a topless photo of Kim Cattrall on there. See if you can find it. Bank of America.
BAFFLEGAB, BAFFLEGAB. BAFFLEGAB. Definition: incomprehensible or pretentious language, especially bureaucratic jargon.
All right, folks, what a show we have today. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the Trump-Russia connection, and we've got all the segments, all the historical milestones. It's going to be a doozy. So let's get right into it. Now, the USA Today, a newspaper known for its colorful layouts more than its journalism, had it right, okay? When they said, can you imagine if Hillary had done what Trump had done? It would be
What's that? Oversee the cancellation of one of the greatest TV comedies currently on the air, known as Last Man Standing, starring known Republican Tim Allen.
Wow, Ralph, you're back, and what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I just came to talk about the biggest story of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, my esteemed and very stupid co-host, Ralph Wigglesworth, is back in the studio. Let me catch you up to speed on the Trump-Russia story, Ralph. You see...
Lenny, I don't want to hear it. Okay. It's like the president said, Comey was fired for being a showboat and a grandstander, and that's it.
Yeah, okay.
Play the clip.
He's a showboat. He's a grandstander.
Play it again.
He's a showboat. He's a grandstander.
One more time.
He's a showboat. He's a grandstander.
Again.
He's a showboat.
Play it
he's a
until
grandstander.
Lenny gets it.
He's a showboat. He's a grandstander.
Anyway, back to the story. Trump tweeted on Thursday that this investigation is, and I quote, the single greatest witch hunt of a politician in American history. First, outside of weaseling his way into the presidency by crawling into the corpse of a dead party of which he is not a politician. Second, this is not true. If you want to talk about witch hunts, let's talk about Bill Clinton, about Barack Obama, about Jimmy Carter.
Lenny, if you want to talk about tweets, we can talk about tweets. Here's a good one. This is from an important event this week. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker tweeted this to Tim Allen. Looks like ABC is playing politics with your show despite decent ratings. Sad.
So a governor in the United States doesn't tweet a damn thing about the Russian leaks or the investigation into the sitting president. he instead tweets at a TV actor for losing his show. Oh, boo-hoo. Plus, let me see that. He actually tweeted sad. Really? Trump's even got you assholes talking like him now. This is pathetic.
No. What's pathetic is that ABC and the rest of the media is turning into 30s Germany. Oh. No, it's not crazy to say, because you know who agrees with me?
Who? No one. Because in 30s Germany, the white man reigns supreme.
Let's let Tim Allen explain it to you.
You got to be real careful around here. You know, you get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened.
Now, I'm not saying ABC's full of Nazis. Mm-hmm. What I'm not saying it's time for a boycott necessarily.
What? Just boycott? Who gives a shit, Ralph? Watch NBC instead of ABC. Who cares? You're all about the free market,
No,
right?
When they go low, you know what I'm saying, we got to get high. And then it's just like the woman who told Glenn Beck this week, we're not going to boycott, we're just going to show them where we're going to put our money.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm not going to boycott anybody, and neither are many of our family members and friends. But we have decided, since we are the older generation and the money really resides in our pockets and our bank accounts, not in our children's, that we're going to be paying a lot of attention to who we support, who we spend our money with. Like I said, I'm not going to be boycotting anybody, but I am going to be paying attention to whether or not they appreciate my money.
Wow, I gotta say, you know, she is right that the older generation has all the money, and they are very stupid with it.
Look, folks, go out this weekend and pick up a copy of Tim Allen's book and his follow-up again. If you do your part to save America, we gotta give our money to Tim Allen.
This went from the smartest segment we've ever done to one of the dumbest so fast.
Hey, is someone here defending Tim Allen? Because I will fight and die for Tim Allen.
Bill, why are you here?
I was here the whole time. I was asleep, and I heard your whole Trump Russia thing. I thought I was having a fever dream. I said, I'm having a nightmare. Wake up, Bill, wake up. And I could not wake up. So I'm here to defend myself. If you're going to tear down Tim Allen, I'm here to fight, Lenny.
All right.
I'm here to fight.
You big Toy Story fan, is that?
I don't know what Toy Story is, but I know Last Man Standing. I'll tell you this. Out of the three of us, there's only going to be one man standing. I'm going to shoot you first, and then I'm going to strangle Ralph to death with my pen.
Wow, okay, well...
Bill, hold on. No, things are getting serious right now in Trump's America. I got an email from Steve Bannon. You remember he was on the show last week?
Yes.
He sent me an email personally, and he said, if you think that they're going to give you your country back without a fight, you're sadly mistaken. And I hate to be mistaken. Every day is going to be a fight. That's the promise of Donald Trump. And I tell you this, the promise of Bill Morgan is that I ain't giving this without a fight, Lenny.
Wow, Bill, you're really very seditious today.
You're spreading lies about Trump, and now you're spreading lies about Tim Allen.
Are you drunk already?
I'm a little drunk. I had a few Coors Light, and General Lee, my dog, is waiting for me out there in the truck.
Why don't you just find a Civil War reenactment club or something?
It was yesterday. We already did it yesterday, and we won again. Way to go, boys. Oh, my foot! My foot!
Wow, Bill.
My foot! I shot my foot!
Man.
Round, give a door!
I can't believe you have a silencer on your rifle. Like, that's just the dumbest thing.
I want the whole neighborhood to know when I'm firing my... God damn it, my foot!
Yeah. Well, Bill, you shot yourself with your little pussy gun there in the foot, so...
No, it's not a pussy. Lenny, I'm going to carry Bill out.
Okay.
But he has a big gun. Bill has a big gun.
Okay, let the record show. Bill has a big gun. Okay. Bye. All right, welcome to Cocktail Chat. We've got a great group of folks here today. We have the ghost of Fred Trump. How you doing, Fred?
Pretty good. I just want to take this moment to say, as always, I'm still not proud of my son.
All right, Fred.
Well, we'll see if we can talk you out of that, Fred.
Yeah. In addition, we have myself, Lenny Thompson, Ralph Wigglesworth, and a woman who is a big fan of Last Man Standing, the ABC hit sitcom.
That's right.
So to speak.
So I want you to explain to Lenny here later on about how good Last Man Standing was and what this was doing for America, and it was stopped in its tracks. But for now, let's get into what's everyone drinking?
Well,
in that case.
Good question. I'll tell you, Back a couple decades ago, when I drove my oldest son to alcoholism because he was a pathetic pussy, he once cooked up a really nice old-fashioned for me, and I've been drinking them ever since.
Ooh, tough father, Fred.
Well, you are an old guy, so that makes sense. Old-fashioned old guy. Me personally, I'm drinking an orange Russian, like a white Russian, but with a bad tan. You get the joke.
Wow, Larry. I'm having 3 drinks, of course. I'm having my ice water, gotta stay hydrated, with my iced tea, with 1 lemon. 2 lemons is too much sugar. And then a lemonade, which has unsweetened.
So Arnold Palmer.
No. I keep them separate. I'm not mixing these drinks.
You call it the Ralph Wheelsworth? Is that also... you don't have a name for this concoction?
Lenny, I am too humble to ever give my own name over to a drink.
All right. That's already been named.
I'm drinking a vodka martini because it's yet another life choice I'm disappointed in. So, yes.
And I like a lady who drinks and is disappointed in herself.
Yes, I'm just growing more disappointed by my choices as the
Boy, fast moves Fred.
As the moment.
Oh boy. All right. Well, first of all, what's everybody reading or watching?
I watched the other day The Red Pill, a documentary about the men's rights activists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We don't have rights?
We don't have enough rights. Some of our rights are getting taken away.
Yeah.
All right. So me and my wife, Melissa, we're trying to decide what should we watch.
Mm-hmm.
She's been trying to catch up on all the Desperate Housewives.
Right.
She was not able to watch TV in the early 2000s because she was on punishment. That's a story between me and my wife. I don't want to bring it up here. I don't like to get too personal on the show. We watched 1 episode of Desperate Housewives, and I said, great, now it's me time. We're going to watch a doc. We're going to learn something. Very insightful.
And she's not desperate, right?
She is not a desperate housewife.
She's a housewife. Though.
She's a housewife.
What city is she? Oh, it's Desperate Housewives, so it's like the ABC.
The ABC show Desperate Housewives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fake
I think
housewives.
Lenny is trying to call into question how I satisfy my wife, which is not appropriate.
Suffolk County is not a city, so I don't know if it'd be a Desperate Housewives of Suffolk County, but I do question how you treat your wife.
How I treat my wife?
Yeah.
I just said we're watching TV together.
Yeah. That's right.
Melissa, if you're listening, please pause. Propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda.
Watching a doc, teaching my
propaganda.
wife. My wife likes to learn things, and I let her learn things on occasion.
Oh.
And this is one of those times when I was letting her learn about the men's rights act.
That's so nice of you.
Well,
I thought it was generous.
All right, well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
I'll take education over a vaginal orgasm any day.
My wife also...
I like fiction. Both fictional TV and the female orgasm.
What have you been reading, Fred? What's going on down?
Well, I'm pretty busy down in hell. I don't get a lot of chance for frivolous entertainment. I believe that an important businessman and frivolous entertainment are like black people and good housing. They should never meet.
Oh boy. Fred, I'm surprised you're in hell. Your middle name is Christ? Shouldn't you...
It's true. My middle name is literally Christ. Look it up. But I will say, I have been watching, I'm getting excited to watch, I don't know when you're releasing this, I'm getting excited to watch the revival of Twin Peaks.
Oh.
It's true, I like the show, like me, it died in the 90s.
Yeah.
Also, you know, I've been following the news stories about my idiot son, and I gotta say, after a full week of watching news stories about my son and Vladimir Putin.
It's all fake, Fred. Don't worry about this.
It's nice to relax and watch Twin Peaks, a show about an evil monster that manipulates a weak man who secretly lusts for his own daughter.
Is that what that's about?
Twin Peaks?
I thought it was about a coffee shop.
Oh, well, you gotta get into it. Don't you worry your pretty little mind.
I'm just surprised they have broadband in hell.
Oh,
I mean...
It's terrible, though. We actually... if we get 5 kilobytes a second, it's a ton.
It's like 100p. It's not even 1080. It's like nothing.
Fred, don't worry. I'm going to pray you out of there. You're not going to be in hell much longer. I'm going to pull some strings.
How many Hail Marys do you think that's going to be?
Well,
Fred, I'm going to do about 60. I'll do it tonight. I'll see. I'm going to pull some strings.
I mean, you could try, but I'll be honest, I'm having a blast down there. Recently, I was I'm a pretty successful businessman and real estate developer. I've got condos and apartment buildings in all 7 layers of hell. And recently, just to show how much better I am than my son, I ran for and was elected President of Hell.
Wow.
Thank you, yes.
And before that, you were Alderman of Hell.
I was Hell Alderman.
Yeah.
Wait, so where's Satan in the hierarchy?
Satan
is he like
more of a
Ayatollah?
Figurehead.
He's taking some time off.
Yeah.
For himself.
Wow. He's a busy guy, though, right? I mean, all the comings and goings, the demons and the possessions. There's so much.
Well, he was pretty busy this week putting out the red carpet for our new big guest.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
who's the big guest?
Oh, Mr. Roger Ailes.
Now, Roger Ailes is in Hell, too?
Roger Ailes is tearing it up.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does have a taste for the liquor, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's already commandeered the buffet, I imagine.
Oh, yes. He's having a great time. He's been going around inviting all the young ladies to come get career opportunities from him.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Woman who watches Last Man Standing.
Yes. Well,
what have you been watching?
I thought about watching The Handmaid's Tale. Like, I brought it up on my to playlist, like, at least 3 times, and I just couldn't. It felt like, that's too much right now.
It's a good fantasy.
I mean,
it's a good fantasy.
I've been thinking about how it might be applicable to my life, but I can't really reconcile with that yet. So I just watched Last Man Standing again.
Mm-hmm. And it's a great show.
Oh, well, I don't know if I'd call it a great show, but it's on a lot. So it's comforting in the sense that it will always put me to sleep.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, by knowing that this man is out there in the world. You feel a little safer knowing the Tim Allens are out there protecting
I can watch
their
it.
families,
I can
right?
watch it looking at this and knowing, like, hey, I get it. It was 2011. We were all, like, hankering for the 90s. We were all like, oh, wouldn't it be great if Home Improvement was on again? But instead of, like, with boys, he had, like, instead of he had three sons, what if he had 3 daughters?
Yeah, which I didn't like. I'd rather he had the 3 boys back, to be honest.
I mean, I'd rather...
Some of the girl stories I can't follow. It's
it's
not my thing.
The whole gist is the fact that, like, oh, God, one of his daughters is into fashion, and one of his daughters has a kid.
She's boring. I say get that actress. That was boring. The one into soccer I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does he. She's the only one he likes, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and many episodes are about how, like, they both hate Obama.
Yeah. You know, my favorite... Season 2 opens with a shot of their house, their lawn, just covered in Romney Ryan signs. Not Romney Ryan signs. Romney Ryan signs. Romney...
That was his
guy.
Yes.
Yeah, Romney Ryan signs.
Romney Ryan.
Do you think for some reason that Paul Ryan was, like, too good to be Romney's vice president?
Well, I never forget Paul Ryan. As close as I ever got to a tattoo was Romney Ryan on my chest.
Yeah, I mean, I can never forget either. All those, like, sweet pics of him working out, you know, in the gym, pumping iron. Oof.
They tried to sell Ryan as a sex symbol for way too long.
Yeah. Well,
Still even.
He's the Fred Durst of the GOP. That red cap backwards, getting all buff and swole.
We're going to find some bodies under his porch, I think.
Is something funny about getting healthy, Lenny? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
When you're Paul Ryan, yes. When your face is the most punchable one in American politics, yes.
Punchable face, come on now.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
You've already punched poor Richard Spencer. Isn't that enough for you?
It wasn't me
What's
personally. You think it was
no,
me
it
personally?
is. I just want to know when, like, the punching will stop with the left. I don't understand this
fascination.
Nazis?
Hopefully never.
It's not. You can support heritage and not be a Nazi.
Okay, all right. Well, heritage, not hate, guys.
Anyway, the point is, Last Man Standing is a good show. Lenny, I think that you should give it a chance. You're very hard
Well,
on the show.
I've never watched it. You know me. I prefer The Daily Show, even with Trevor Noah. And good, wholesome, multicultural, progressive family entertainment like Modern Family.
Oh.
Because I have a Modern Family.
I will say Last Man Standing is definitely arguably progressive because, I mean, the daughters are all, like, one is a tomboy and the other is, like, a super feminine person. So, like, you can see, like, 2 kinds of women that white women can be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there are 2 kinds of women. There's attractive and not.
Yeah.
But I don't understand this belief that Last Man Standing is some kind of conservative show. I mean, that this Tim Allen character is some kind of man's man. You said it yourself. He allows his children to be interested in things. Children are supposed to follow in their father's footsteps in the family business, and if they don't, you drive them to alcoholism and a young death. And then you drive the other one to have an empty hole in their heart for their entire life that they can't fill whatever they do.
Fred, I was with you for half of it. I'll be honest, I was about to yell preach.
Yeah, when did he lose you, Ralph?
Well, I'd say this. My son, Troy, I look into his eyes, and I don't want him going on the path to alcoholism, but I do want him to follow in his dad's path.
Well, what would you rather him do? Some kind of pussy job like my son did when he tried to be an airline pilot?
Oof.
What?
Definitely don't want a pussy job for my son.
Fred Trump Jr. He takes my name and then he tries to fly a plane like some kind of sky cabbie.
Well, does it help that Tim Allen in this show inspires me to alcoholism? And probably many other women in America.
Also, for alcoholics, I think it's probably a pretty good show.
It's
very, it's just loosey-goosey. It's very easy to watch.
Yeah.
The plots aren't really intellectually challenging.
It's what keeps me company while I drink myself to sleep, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's on.
Not intellectually challenging?
He's like your non-judgmental, but still judgmental father.
Why can't they make a good show about a nice, wholesome family, about a father who forces the children to earn his respect and love and never gives it to them?
Isn't that Home
Preach,
Improvement?
Fred, preach. I am with you, Fred. I am with you there.
For sure.
Isn't that Home Improvement? That's not Home. Yeah. No, they were off doing their own things. The one becomes goth. That's when I had to turn it off.
Was that JTT?
He's wearing makeup at home.
The young one.
The young one.
I remember, this is right around I died. I was watching that, and yeah, the young one became a little goth puss.
Yeah. So Fred, you always trouble with the youngest ones. That's where the trouble is. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I feel like sometimes the older ones, you gotta work out your parenting style, and maybe with the first one there are some stumbles and they die. And then with the second one, you really get to perfect it. That being said, obviously my son is a horrible, horrible disappointment. He couldn't even win the popular vote against a girl.
Well, Fred, I always keep these around, but this is a picture of the electoral map. You can see how red it is across
You
there.
keep a picture of the electoral map with you just in case?
You never know when you're going to need it. Most arguments, I have to pull this out, and it's...
You want to see a red electoral map, you can look at my election in hell. That's a red map.
So what are the political parties in hell? You have like pro torture, anti-torture.
Well, we can't really. That torture's kind of the system, I don't think.
What are the liberals in hell like? That's I guess my question, really.
The liberals in hell. Well, the liberals in hell are in a special layer of hell where mostly they just get to listen to the beginning of this American life, and then it always cuts out. They never have enough memory to download it on their iPhone.
That's just not fair.
Yeah, Lenny, you hate that.
Yeah. It's like you have to listen to the baffling introduction to Radiolab without the insights that Jad Abumrad and Rod Corlwich share with you. I mean, that is hell. It's killing me now.
How many Squarespace ads can you listen to?
Oh, it's just the podcast ads. But in my administration, I'm going to make that level of hell even worse. In that level, they can watch The West Wing, but only the non-Sorkin seasons. The one right after he left. That's what they'll be watching.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? That's inhumane.
Hey, President of Hell does what President of Hell does. I get things done, unlike some president pussies.
Wait, who are you referring to? Who is the other president's dad?
My pathetic son who needs to work harder if he ever thinks I'm going to be proud of him.
To be honest, he is trying his best. The courts and stuff are getting in his way. Fred, I want you to, give him more of a chance.
Look, I'll tell you about adversity. When the courts came after me for not giving housing to black people... because somehow they saw through my brilliant code that I and my son Donald used, look it up, of writing C for colored on the applications of every applicant. Look it up, it's true. When the courts came after me, did I give up? No. I continue to be a respected philanthropist for decades to come because that's the way things work. You don't take no for an answer. You just give more money.
Wow. You know, Fred, you also could just say you put in C for cool. Black people are cool.
Just some cool guys.
There's some cool
Just
guys.
wanted to make a note of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to help you out.
It's fascinating, though, the politics of hell. I can only hope that your son follows in your footsteps.
Which ones? The
footsteps in hell.
The 6 foot down on my death?
Yeah. It's a real knee slapper, that story.
Our current president, just paving trails all through hell.
Yeah. Well, soon enough. We can only hope.
That he's going to be in hell? I don't think so. I think...
Is Deanna Say listening to this podcast?
I think...
No, I would never wish any harm upon our current president.
No.
I think Donald has the foresight to, if he hasn't already, accept Jesus Christ as personal Lord and Savior before he dies.
Well, he already has, of course. That's why he's pro-choice, or pro-life now.
Yeah, that's right.
After being pro-choice for years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure if I can believe him 100% on it.
Well...
Listen, I think we've joked around a lot. I just want to say I think it's incredibly offensive for you to imply you might want my son to die and go to hell.
Thank you.
I had to spend 50 years with that whiny bitch, and I don't want to deal with him again now.
Of course, you don't want to share another space with him.
Well, what about purgatory? You think maybe he'd make the cut for that?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. It depends. We'll see. He is in the Middle East this week.
Was he baptized? Purgatory should be just for unbaptized babies.
Need that? Why would I know? Fred Trump know?
Did you have him baptized?
Did I have my son baptized? No, we went to a special church that was all about, have you ever read The Secret?
I am not familiar with it.
It's basically that, but with more Jesus.
So you get The Secret in hell. Man, you guys have everything in hell.
It's all about God recognizing good and gifting them with financial success.
So Protestantism.
Protestant. Yeah, close, but without all that nail hammering. Ugh. God. As a real estate developer, the idea of someone hammering something on a door, it's very upsetting.
Perfectly good church door.
A perfectly good church door. It's just, we Catholics prefer to, just go straight to the torture porn. Like, leave the doors just to hammer the people.
Yeah. Put them on the wheel and let's get done with it.
Yeah.
Now that was a good father. God. He knew his son wouldn't be strong until he forsook him and let him get tortured for a bunch of days. That's what parenting's all about.
I mean, he's very strong. One of my favorite t-shirts says Lord's Gym, and it has him bench pressing, has Jesus Christ bench pressing the cross, and he's super buff. Yeah. He's got veins popping out of his arms.
Very swole.
Reminds me of Paul Ryan.
Yeah.
The way he's working out, the way he's looking strong.
I mean, he has to go to the gym a couple times a week, I think, to maintain that body.
Jesus Christ?
Jesus, I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's very buff.
Yeah. 6-pack.
Yeah, whenever I see the crucifixes where he doesn't look buff, I go to the store owner, I say, this is not the Jesus I believe in.
What about the ones where he doesn't look white? Do you make complaints?
I'm not sure if I've seen those, Lenny. Do you have a blasphemous photo of Jesus Christ that you would like to show me?
I'm not sure it'd be blasphemous, but yeah.
I think that it would be blasphemous. I don't know what liberal rag you're reading where you saw it, but I've not seen it.
White, Christian, straight Jesus who drinks Coors Light on the weekend.
Yes, why are you straight? Why are you even calling that into question?
Okay. I don't know
what happened with him and the apostles in your Bible?
I don't know why I'm getting the nth degree of criticism here. I'm just saying, we don't know. He could be born a different way.
We do know.
You are getting the nth degree because you liberals and all your pansy loving, your support of the gays. Now, I was hanging out with my good friend Roy Cohn in hell. Now, that's a real man's man. And we were talking about how evil gay people were.
Preach, Fred.
Go on.
He's my vice president in hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Roy Cohn he's my vice president. He's good friends with my son, by the way. I thought that would really stick the knife in his back. In fact, to stick the knife in his back even further, I'm trying to get that girl he had a crush on to be my new first lady. Diana, Princess Di.
Oh. Is she in hell?
No, she's not in hell, but a lot of landmines are, so she comes down and tries to dispose of them.
Yeah. Like, so you got a Persephone situation going on where, like, 6 months she's down with you.
Yeah.
6 months she's up fixing landmines.
Wow, humanitarian even in hell.
Yeah. My wife, obviously, she's not in the Red House, which is Hell's White House. I obviously had to move to the Red House on my level of hell, and she's chose to stay at home in her level of hell. It just makes more sense. It's better for that.
I bet you don't hear a lot about it. I'm sure the citizens of hell are fine with that.
Well, it's costing them a lot in tax money for her security detail.
Really?
Hellbugs.
But honestly, they're in hell, so really, it's kind of just part of it.
What do they pay in taxes? Like, do they pay in money or do they pay in, like, screams of the dead?
Mostly flayings.
Okay, I figured, yeah. Like,
So the currency rate is about 1 Earth dollar would be 1 full body flaying.
Oh, okay.
So no paper money at all in hell?
No, not particularly. We've actually moved entirely to flaying or Venmo.
Oh, well, they're about equally complicated.
Yeah. But no Bitcoin in hell. It's too evil.
No, no Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Gotta spend too much time on the deep web.
Wait, so Fred, who'd you run against during that?
It was an incredibly hard-fought race. I was running against a good man, Mr. Have you ever heard of the Zodiac Killer?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, well, I can't use his name. He wants to keep that secret.
Damn it!
Sucker. But he's a big guy down there. Okay, you know, I guess I'll give you a few little hints. Okay, rhymes with bean shallot.
Well, I have no idea. I'm not. But
Jean Ballet?
I won't say anything more, but I'll just say it's not who the authorities expected.
Wow. So
That is
you
a
beat
surprise.
Bean Shallot.
Yeah.
Huh. And
Bean
you won. You implied
Shallot.
you won the popular vote.
I did, of course I won the popular vote, because I'm a real man, unlike my pussy son.
When they have, it's rigorous in hell, right? Like, they count 'em, you
Yeah.
know?
Do they even have
There's no
electoral
hanging
college?
chads.
Well, you go into a booth, and they, you're either your right or your left eye represents the two candidates, and you pluck out the one that you're not electing for. That you're not voting for, and then they count all the eyes, and they say who won. You put your eye in the proper receptacle.
What if you don't like
And
either
no,
candidate?
I want to respond to your question. We do not have an electoral college. It may be hell, but we're not that evil.
So Bean Shallot just didn't get enough eyes.
No.
Just came down to.
Well, sometimes you can have a vote of no confidence, where you don't select anyone.
Well, the thing is, he just wasn't evil enough. I mean, even as a Zodiac Killer, he killed a few people?
Yeah.
I birthed a son
5.
who's going to lead to the deaths of millions.
Canonically, he killed, I believe, 5, 6.
You say canonically?
Well, because there are the murders that are generally accepted to be the Zodiac murders,
Right.
and then there are the murders he took credit for, which are completely different ballgame. But so I believe he killed, with air quotes.
I should have known you'd know that. I found that the cross-section of people who watch Last Man Standing and true crime documentaries of serial killers are actually very high. It's a big cross-section.
Especially if they're women. I was gonna ask you, what do you think the odds are of Tim Allen one day succeeding you down in hell?
Tim Allen?
Yes.
Tim Allen's not evil. Tim Allen's just a dope. Plus, the Toy Story series gave him a lot of goodwill with the man upstairs.
Well,
Tim Allen's going to heaven.
That's a great segue into Last Man Standing and why we should care about it, I mean,
why you should care about it? It's
I
on
feel
Netflix
like
right now.
I'm not convinced. Like, you say people like this show.
People
like you like this show.
Good, strong Americans like the show.
I wouldn't say I like it. I'd say it works better for me, like, to help me fall asleep more so than any other show on television.
By comforting you. You live in a safe world.
He's like your TV dad.
He's America's TV dad.
Yeah.
We fired our dad.
Yeah, okay.
He's my former TV dad who grew up to be my TV great uncle who's kind of creepy. Because I watched Home Improvement growing up. I had a crush on JTT.
Who didn't?
I didn't.
See? I felt comforted by Tool Time. And now I'm living in this weird parallel universe where all of his sons are daughters. And he has a gun, and he's always telling me that I should have a gun. And, you know, I don't know who he is anymore.
Have you bought a gun?
I have not bought a gun. Yet. And meanwhile, his wife is Sylvia from Three Men and a Little Lady. Not English. So I don't even...
Now, what is the baby from 3 Men and a Baby, the original grown up, to do? Where's her career gone?
I think she wisely got out of show business. Or else she became one of these daughters and is just playing it cool.
Show business is a tough business, mostly for the queers and the Jews, but it does have its pluses.
And if they're children, queers and Jews, then so much the better.
And both at once. I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Now, I want to be clear. I don't want to sound. I know that the PC police will come after me. I don't hate queers and Jews. I can hang out with one or the other. I am from New York. If someone is a queer or if someone is a Jew, I can't hang out with them mixed. I was just having this conversation with my good friend, Vice President Roy Cohn. Now, he's a great guy, obviously Jewish, and while when he was dying of that freak flu that he got in the 80s, we were having a long conversation once in the hospital about how silly queers are. And, you know, you guys got to meet him. Roy, he's a ball.
He sounds like a good guy.
They are silly.
Yeah. They are very funny. There's a lot of comedic potential there.
I've
for
seen
sure.
Queer Eye.
But I'm with you there, Fred. Just I don't want to hear about it. Why can't you just be these things and not have to tell me about it? Why does it have to be a big thing that we have to like talk about this all the time?
I will say the son-in-law, the oldest daughter on Last Man Standing, is married to a man who is a vegan.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
This makes me sick. Forgive me, Lord, for swearing. I'm sorry. Just when I hear about it, it's just...
A vegan and a liberal and unemployed.
Wow.
And
I know.
so
There's so many jobs out there that he's choosing
to not have. It's just because he's
There's so much meat out there, so many jobs out there.
Yeah.
So much truth out there. He's decided to ignore all of it.
Such a meat deficiency, he's barely a man anymore.
Yeah.
And they're clearly going for a meathead angle, and it's just not, like, taken. And do you watch All in the Family?
Love All in the Family.
All in the Family. I remember when that premiered. It was tough to watch. I liked the main character, the Archie character. I was not a fan of that meathead. Never been a fan of the Poles.
Yeah. I tell you, the show really got going near the end when the wife died. I said, finally, Archie can just be himself now. Now the show's going to get good.
Yes.
Get her out of the
Bunker's
way.
Place, the spinoff where he owns a bar, 1,000 times better because it's just him. He's at the bar. He's talking to friends, spouting out his views. I'm like, this is a show I can get behind.
He's not hankered down by all these women.
Yeah, telling him what to. Archie, you ever think of this? Archie, do you ever, want to think about it this way?
The PC police at his back every day.
They're still around. Fred here just had to apologize and clarify his comments about, those people.
Archie Bunker was the Tim Allen of his day. People thought that he was a good conservative man, but you're right. He listened to his wife. It's right there in the opening credits. He shares the song with her.
Yeah.
Kind of satire.
You don't sing a duet with your wife.
Yeah.
Backup vocals at best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish Last Man Standing had been on long enough for Tim Allen's wife to die and the daughters to leave the house so we could just follow Tim around.
Yeah.
Is that how it ended?
I don't know. I don't think it has ended yet. They're canceling it, but I haven't seen the...
I'm sure there'll be a finale.
There is still time for the wife to die.
Sure, there'll be a finale.
Yeah.
I don't know if he and Tom Hanks will run away together. And like in Toy Story, how I always imagine Toy Story to end.
Yeah. Has Tom Hanks cameoed on the show?
I don't think so, unfortunately. Only in my mind.
Well, guys, we got a story here that I want to bring up.
Okay.
A little bit of little reading thing. So there's a thing going on now. Fur babies is a new thing that's like just being like jammed down our throat. It's a new thing. So here's where the story starts. There was a Christian musician. She's at an airport and she's hearing two parents lovingly talking to their son on an iPad. And they're like, "Oh, are you being good for nanny and everything?" They're like, and so the Christian musician shows around. She's like, "I want to see this baby boy who's so loved by the parents.
That's weird.
Well, yeah, it's a young child. Fred, I'm sure that you can, when the child is less than 2, there's still a lot of love there.
Yeah.
There is a pile of clay ready to get molded, I would say.
Well, yeah, so they wanted to mold this clay. It's a golden retriever. That's just another end of this iPad.
clay.
That's not clay at all. It's certainly not a child.
That's right.
And so millennials are choosing to have golden retrievers and put them in bonnets and put them in a little swing, a little like diaper, put them in a baby carriage. They're treating these things like babies. Give them a bib.
They're treating their pets like their children?
Like their children,
So
yes.
what, they're making them box the help to earn your respect?
I don't know if it's going that far yet, Fred, but yeah, they're treating them like their children.
Wow. Weird.
Fred, what would you think if Donald was going to, die in 12 years after you had him? Because that's what's happening with these dogs. They're not going to live long.
Well, Don, I followed enough about my son's diet. I think 12 years is generous at this point.
He's 70. That's, in dog years, that's insane.
Yeah. Well, why do you care?
490. That's how old he is in
I
dog,
don't
right?
understand, Ralph. Why do you care? I mean, these people, they want a connection.
It's the
real
future
world.
of
They
this
work
country.
Hard,
The future of this country is going to be a bunch of stray dogs running around.
Look, if their connection is a pug or a golden retriever or, one of those like little dogs from Japan, it's all fine. It's fine. We gotta have an outlet for our love. Okay,
Lenny, you
Don't
come
you
home
understand?
and your wife, girlfriend, whoever, I don't know your personal life, is breastfeeding a dog.
That's why I say,
How do
number
you
one,
feel?
Ralph has never been to my house, and he will never be to my house. And yes, I do breastfeed my dog. His name is Snippy, and he loves it.
You breastfeed your own dog?
Yeah.
Jeez, come on, Lenny.
I have a special contraption that, dog milk comes out of it. I don't want to get into the whole explanation, but this is my baby. My fur baby.
They make thieves in hell go through that contraption a lot.
Wow.
The forced milking device?
Do they feel a strong connection with their parent?
No. Well, they're distracted. They're also being castrated at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And lactation is its own form of punishment.
Yeah, don't worry, Lenny was castrated years ago.
Yeah, I'm a eunuch, in the very real sense of not having testicles, so...
This is
I don't have to deal with, these emotions, like anger and, lashing out.
That's why it's so
deal
easy
with
for you to
it.
be on the
Yeah.
left. You have no emotions. You have no feelings.
Yeah, well,
You can't...
Hey, just because I don't have balls doesn't mean I'm not a man.
That's why
Okay.
Made it easier to
All
vote
right.
for Hillary.
you can be an excellent feminist, though.
I am a feminist.
Yeah.
I have a shirt that says, "This is what a feminist looks like," and
No
it's me.
balls.
Lenny,
Yeah,
let's not
no
say
balls.
things on the air that you can't take back.
No.
All right? And you have a fur baby that sucks from your teeth. This is...
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to look in Leviticus when I get home tonight. I'm going to pray for Fred, and I'm going to find out. I'm pretty sure that there's something in there about having a dog suck from your teeth.
All right. Well,
It's
look,
not good.
my baby Sheba loves it.
Ironically, I think that's one of the few things you can find in Leviticus.
I think it's in there.
Yeah. you can't have a dog.
Woman, I think that it's in there. I'm going to look tonight. I think that it's in there. I wish Bill was here. Bill would back me up on this, because this is insane that we're...
Oh, fuck Bill. Why would you want Bill to be here? Bill sucks. I hate Bill. He sucks.
Why are you pushing things today, Lenny?
What?
You
I'm
are
sorry.
just...
Look, I'm all amped up about this fucking Comey stuff, with Trump. He has no respect for our institutions. And I don't want to get into it right now, but I will, because
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
No.
I got to wheel myself.
Ralph.
I got my crutches. Excuse me, I got...
Why?
Oh, dear.
I saw my doctor, Dr. Harold Barngood, and he fixed me right up. And now, see, I got a hole in my toe now from that bullet earlier. And what he did now, he took a newspaper and he stuck it in there. It's going to be just fine. Don't worry about Bill. I'm still going to have all 8 of my toes are still going to be on there. So,
Been in the studio this entire time?
I was outside trying to park my truck. Parking around here is terrible. And it's even harder when you got to drive with a hole in your foot.
Yeah.
Now, you really should look into that. I've seen a lot of gunshots in my day from back in my people hunting days.
Mm-hmm.
But those things can get infected.
Well, he stuck a newspaper. He stuck a New York Post. He's going to stick a New York Times. I said, you get that damn thing away from my foot right now.
Right.
Took a New York Post, shoved it in there. Now, I don't know if we have met, sir, but you look familiar.
Fred Trump, President of Hell. Nice to meet you.
Oh my God. It is an honor to meet you, sir. I'm going to salute you.
Well, thank you.
Lenny, stand up. You are standing in front of
Stand up. I want to lay down.
Oh my God, I can't believe what a get. And there's a woman here.
Yes, hello. I'm surprised you didn't stand up when I met you. Hello, I am a woman who watches Last Man Standing on ABC.
What a great show. To meet a woman that's a fan of The Last Man Standing.
I wouldn't exactly say I'm a fan, but it's on.
Well, that's because you haven't watched enough episodes, I would say then.
When I can't sleep, I watch it. So, hello, sir.
Hey, Bill. It's good to have you here.
Hey, Bill.
Now what are we doing around here? Now I'm here to join in the little casual chat. I brought Coors Light.
Yeah. You have a Coors Light? You're coming into fucking cocktail chatter with the Coors Light? I'm sorry, Bill, but like, come on.
I don't understand what that Coors Light not a good beer anymore. I don't understand.
Have some tact, you know, like just a little bit.
Now, what other beer stays cold in your crotch while you're driving?
It's
got the Rockies on the side. You can tell it's
so
cold.
advanced. It tells you when it's cold because you can't rely on your own digits like some kind of plebe.
Obviously, I can feel if a beer is cold, but it also is not to look at the Rockies. I don't understand.
Confirmation, you know, just in case.
All right, well,
back in life, I had 4 servants specifically hired to test the temperature of my beers.
Wow.
Servants, what that must be like. I can only imagine the day. But don't worry, South will rise again, and I will get that feeling.
I wasn't a big beer drinker, but I did, after Fred Jr. became a pathetic alcoholic, I liked to drink beer in front of him and watch his lips quiver.
I like your style.
Yeah.
So, Bill, what we were talking about is this phenomenon of fur babies. That Lenny here has a dog that he treats like a baby.
Yeah.
That he breastfeeds.
It drinks from my tit, that's right. And it's my fur baby. It's a baby with fur. Fur baby.
Now, my dog has never, the great General Lee, my bloodhound, he has never drank from my teat, but he's my only son I got.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, I am shocked to find out that you have a fur baby. Wait, he is? He's not a fur baby, he's a fur man. He's a 7-year-old fur man. Stands 3 feet tall. He's a tall dog.
Oh, wow.
But you have multiple daughters, don't you?
I have no daughters. I use a condom. I take a plastic bag and I rubber band it around my dick.
Oh.
Or nothing at all. I pull out.
The ladies love you, I'm sure.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they're hankering for you.
If I'm fornicating, that means I've had at least 6 Coors.
Sorry.
Lady, let's keep it professional.
I don't want to be classist or anything, so I'm not going to make fun.
Well, you are Mr. Bernie Sanders over here making fun of the word fornicating.
I'm a Hillary Clinton supporter, so maybe you've heard of her.
And it makes me sad every day to see you like that, Lenny.
Yeah. Well, look, you have a fur baby. Let's keep it on that.
Fur man. I have a fur man. It's me and him. We are equals in our home.
So you're gay.
Oh.
For your fur man.
I am not gay! No! Me and the General Lee have never done any sort of funny business except for once. But that's between me and him, and that will not be here. And there was nothing gay about it. We were watching a straight porno, and he starts licking, and it took me a while to stop him. But there's nothing gay about it.
But yeah, so it's all right if you, just so you know, it's all right if you want to explore that with each other.
It is not all right. Please, let's not encourage Bill to... No! It was fine, and it might happen again. It has happened a couple of times, I'll be honest with you. But that's between me and General Lee.
Experimenting is not gay. I was talking to my good friend Roy Cohn the other day, Vice President Roy Cohn, and he's made it very clear you can experiment quite a bit. In fact, the majority of your sexual experiences can be unprotected experimenting with strange men. That's not gay.
That was mine. The majority of my sexual experimentation has been unprotected encounters with strange men.
I cannot believe I got the blessing from Fred Trump. And I'll be honest with you, it ain't a strange man. General Lee has been my buddy for years. He's a good dog, and there ain't nothing strange about him.
I mean, there were some dogs in there, too, so...
A pack of dogs, maybe.
A pack
Does he have friends that came over and, you know...
I'm not going to invite General Lee's friends to have a licking fest.
Jefferson Davis.
Yeah, the entire Confederate Army.
Yeah.
Now, my buddy Bob's dog, Jefferson Davis, is not going to lick my balls. I am sorry. I'm sure that he will not, unless if we did it maybe together back to back.
You ran out of peanut butter, so nobody expects him to lick your balls. Anyway, so fur babies, you have one. You like them. Why do you call it your fur baby?
I didn't say my fur baby. He's my fur man.
Oh, okay, yeah, your fur man that you live with together.
Do you think you two ever might make a fur baby?
I'm feeling so uncomfortable here. I'm not gonna get General Lee pregnant. I mean, he's a boy. He's a boy. Now, I ain't going into his holes. He can lick whatever he wants to lick, but I ain't putting anything inside of General Lee. I just got him a brand new collar. He's my buddy.
Wow. Well,
And I'll be honest with you, if you come on the floor and the dog licks it up, hey, I'm saving money on paper towels. That's been how I think about it. I ain't got a lot of money, all right? And I ain't going to go out and buy a bunch of paper towels just to waste.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog, it's a good treat for him. I'm sure it's a sweet snack. It is a sweet snack. I've tried it. It's salty. It's a salty snack for him.
just to bring this back, so you're saying you're in favor of fur babies.
Oh,
Regardless
I love
of
the fur
sexual encounters with the fur man or not, you're in favor of it just because you have a special emotional connection with your animal, and
He ain't gonna lick from a
it's
teeth.
not much different from a human baby.
This is crazy. I don't know why I'm the only
Why,
one who doesn't
Ralph,
think
come
that this is... When I look into my son Troy's eyes, I don't see a dog. I see little me.
He's not a dog.
Yeah, he's not a dog. That's why I don't see a dog.
Okay, so your eyes are working correctly.
My eyes are working correctly.
Yeah.
When I look in his eyes, I see a little me. I say someday he's going to be a stronger version of me as I become a weaker man, and I pass through on to heaven. And so I'm going to leave,
He'll kill
this
you.
world. He's not gonna,
Wow. We'll
He's gonna
see
kill
what
me.
happens.
He'll probably kill you.
Yeah.
Woman, you have changed how I view my son now. I'm going to look at him a little different tonight. But
That's what I'm
Fred, were you ever afraid that one of your sons would kill you?
I'd like to see them try.
You are a strong man, Fred.
I'd like to see him try as well.
Even in hell. As a spirit. Can you choke somebody if you're a spirit? Probably not. It just goes like straight through.
Yeah, no, you can.
You can't hurt me here. Down in hell, it's very different, obviously.
Yeah.
Choking, we get a lot. Choking, actually, we don't get choked much by our torturers because there is that bit of euphoric confusion when you lose oxygen.
Yeah.
And they don't want to give you any of that joy.
Yeah, Bill knows a lot about that, don't you, Bill?
A lot about what?
No.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Euphoric confusion.
Yeah, something about
Ain't nothing I'm
restricting
confused about.
airflow while being sexually aroused. What do you call it? You had your belt.
I call it
around
the
your
hot
neck that
stuff.
one time.
Lenny, you were not supposed. It was a private moment between the two of us.
All right,
Autoerotica?
I call it
autoerotic asphyxiation.
I call it the hot stuff.
Yeah.
When I want to treat myself special, I'll do the hot stuff where I use my belt. I use my belt and I pull it real tight, and that's if I want to get a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a sleepy time boner. I mean, come
My
on,
sleep-
we all know that.
And Lenny did come in, and it was supposed to be between me and him, and I don't know why it's coming out here. I said,
Here we go. Okay.
I don't need this. I can. General Lee's in my truck right now, and I don't need this.
Fur babies, autoerotic asphyxiation. What else don't we know about you, Bill?
I think you know all you are going to need to know for this episode.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do the other folks on the panel think? Fur babies? Are they babies? Are they human? Are they even animals? I don't know. I don't know anything.
They're not babies.
I've never really had pets. I don't, never been that interested in had any connection with lower life forms, be they dogs, cats, or Italians. I just have no real interest in it.
I don't trust myself to keep anything but myself alive.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. So, it's just as well that nothing comes near me.
Especially after Last Man Standing got canceled,
I mean, I'm depressed now. I don't know how I'm going to be able to sleep.
Yeah. Someday the executive producer of Life might just kill your dog. You don't know.
It's very possible. Maybe he'll kill me.
Could be.
It could be.
This bastards.
Well, I think it's about time to cancel this episode. I think we're all in agreement. This has gone far enough.
All right, Ralph. Sorry you feel uncomfortable, but
So we're done here? Because I'm
appreciate
getting pretty horny and General Lee's waiting in the truck.
I appreciate your openness about autoerotic asphyxiation.
Hey, anytime, woman, and I'll be honest, it's usually something I wait to the second date to mention. I say, hey, you want to see a cool trick?
I got some literature you should read, Bill. But yeah, that concludes our cocktail chat. But we'll be back next time with more cocktail chat, perhaps with another spiritual entity from the ninth layer.
Yep. Thank you, Fred Trump, for being here, and woman who watches Last Man Standing. He is a fan.
Happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, and as always, we end our episode with a message to the President. This week's secret code, Russian.
Вы говорите, что вы хотите верность на честность. У нас есть ваша лояльность. И мы знаем, когда вы не честны. Все, что мы хотим, ваш страх. Через ваш страх вы извергаете ваши секреты. Через ваш страх вы отдаете ваши ненаверности. Через вашу свободу вы отдаете вашу возможность. Мощность тяжело держать, особенно для этих со страхом. Давай будем говорить о матрешкам. Когда вы думаете, что вы наверху, и все закрыто и открыто, вдруг вас берет самая большая кукла и останавливается в темне. Вид великий, когда вы наверху, но вы никогда не знаете, как долго вы там остаетесь. Если вы наверху, внутри все то же самое. Полная темнота. Мы вам отдали президенцию, сейчас вы имеете все наши секреты. Когда мы возьмем все, что нам надо, мы вас оставим в полной темноте. Советским Союзом мы вас уволим.
Out of time. Bye-bye.